Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil once again. Today we're going to talk about Nasdaq 100 for tomorrow, how we can trade on here. So first things, last time we have done talking about if the market going to open in the flat range, we are aggressively selling the market till 14,200 level. But market directly open in that range, and after opening in the range and 40, he already touched and 14,000 round level, and as a 14,000 round level as a psychology level, we also talk about this is going to be a very strong support for the market. But current stage, if we saw the seller are aggressive on the market and they are trying to closing below for this 14,000 round level in this range. So let's see how we can trade for tomorrow from here. Suppose we need to find out the current support for the market, and if I show you the range, it is going to be the 13,000 round 100 level, because the last time buyer was try to act here. Buyer first time hit this level and seller sell the market, and buyer was in very strongly with the bullish trend, that this level has been taken off on the higher side, and this is the first time seller try to sell in the market. And definitely, and 13,000 round level will be very suitable for the buyer to take the support of the market. So let's see what is going to be happening the tomorrow. If market going to have open in the flat range, definitely we can be sell aggressively for 1400 and 120 point till 13,800 level. But after touching this level, we need to see the price movement at 1230 to 130. After 130, 1230 to 130 movement, if anything making a bullish pattern in 50-minute or 5-minute time frame, then it's possible, it's look like possible that market going to make this kind of doji type candle is a confusing candle. Because if I show you the example, the last time we also talked about here on the top, when the market was sustaining here, we are about to sell in the market, the market directly opening the gap down as a matter of support here. Then next day market open in a gap down, and he already make this kind of doji candle. So similarly, we also yesterday talked about if the market going to open in the flat range, we will sell the market, but market directly open the gap down. And so this is something look like the history going to be repeat again for previous time. So definitely, if the market go opening in the flat range and is selling, the seller will try to sell in the market, but as a matter of support, market will go on the higher side, and it's look like going to be close this kind of candle. So for to make it more easy, let's jump into the 50-minute time frame. So let's see how we can trade as an intraday trade. First things is look like markets are on the range right now. The range is going to be defined and from 40,175 to 40,000 round level. Market exactly closing near on 40,000 round level. So what going to be happen for tomorrow? Suppose if market going to happen as we plan, if market going to happen and in this range, if market going to open in this range 140 to 14,000, if this range market is going to happen, then we need to see what the market is doing. If market is not that much of a strength as a seller market, the last moment after 1230 market was start to selling from here. So definitely seller are still on the market, so buyer are not going to be sustained after opening this range. So it's look like if market going to open in this range, definitely seller will try to sell in the market as a price action. As we know the price action work, this is the higher side, and buyer try to take the market and seller sell again. And if the market going to open in here, the definitely seller as a resistance, seller will sell the market, and definitely it will be fall down from here. So this will become a completely price action for tomorrow if market going to open in this kind of range. And the second things, if market going to open directly on the gap down, as we noticed from the last week, that market completely opening in the gap down and selling on the market, opening in the gap down and going to fall down in the market. So for tomorrow, if we planning, so let's see why the market open. If we can assume if market going to open in the directly gap down, which is 14,000 sorry 30,800 level. If market directly open 13,800 level, then just hold on. If market directly going to operate in the gap down zone, which is a 13,800 level, if market directly open in the gap down zones, then it might be market will go for short covering. Short covering is nothing for the buyer who already buy from the seller who are shorting in the market from the top zones. If I zoom out the chart, then it would be very easy to understand. it's looked like market is sharply falling from the top, which is more than 1300 or 1200 point. That is more than enough to make a good enough money for the seller. It's looked like it's 1500, which is sorry, I think I made it more than that. Exactly, if market going to open in the directly 13,800 level, this is going to be more than 1000 point, more than 1000 point and 300 1300 point, which is a very strong uh, enough point for the seller. So what could be happen for tomorrow? If market going to open directly in 13,800 level, that market will look like will go for a short covering, nothing but profit booking. If the buy, those are the seller who's short from the top, after seeing this kind of, after seeing this kind of support from the bottom zone, they might be prefer to profit their booking. As a matter that market maybe will take a u-turn and it would be closing near on its previous close. So we are not going to buy on the market for tomorrow. We need to wait for closing the market where the market is closing. But it's look like if this happened directly opening the gap down, then it's look like that the seller will try to cover their position, and as a short covering, that market will try to go and higher side and maybe close on this range as a closing price. And then after and next day we can planning for buying, or we can plan for tomorrow what's going to be happen. So this is the things what. So let's see where the market going to open for tomorrow. So the best trade we are going to be here, if market going to open in the flat range, then we will going to sell aggressive on the market till 13,800 or 13,850 kind of this point. We at least we can achieve for 100 point to easily to collect from the selling side for buy. But if direct open the gap down, the market will go for short covering. The buyer might be prefer to profit booking them, so market maybe will go try to go on the higher side, will be closing in the previous closing price. So this is all just my own analysis. This is what I can expect for tomorrow. I'm not saying this is exactly what going to be happen in the market. There is no any 100% surety in the market, so anything could be happening in the market. So be ready and do your own research in the market. And I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video.